The voices who are unheard, who never backtalk one word to the songbird. This is for the second-class citizens and prisoners locked alone. I bring a list of things the prophet wants you lot to know. I've got to blow the propaganda out the box, and so open up the rift and put this disc into your boxophone. I'll take your brain to places it doesn't often go. So brace yourself for takeoff and watch the show. I'm probably known as Book of the Whip, and I've had enough of this shit. Fed up of being stuck in the rut, so I'm looking to rough up a couple of pricks. And accomplish a mission to lock to a woman in prison that's stuck in the city with something to miss. Like the rhythm the government's struggling to whip. The anger of the people daily handling the stress. Well, I've just rambled in from gambling and landed in a mess. And I'm telling you, Elizabeth is a damsel in distress. She's the damn best wingman to ever don a dress. Yes, to be honest with loads of things. In common we both can bring an opening. We'll probably be closer twins than Robert and Rosalind. I'll throw my grapple and aim to blow the back of your brain out and contemplate on why we play those irrational games. My main foe is Zachary Hale Comstock. The day has rain begun, a fundamental bomb drop. Colombia's on lockdown, every day they're destroying somebody, so what now? Send for Daisy Fitzroy. The rich get fatter while the slums are getting hungrier. It's a matter of time before they pull the rug from under you. We'll make your money disappear from you like a conjurer and overthrow the fundies that are plundering Colombia. And the songbird sings. I know this is absurd and sounds bananas, but have you observed the way they worship founding fathers? That's why the Vox Populi have hurtled out the darkness, immersed about to start to turn around and cut this heartless.
Hello, I didn't realise the microphone was left on. I do apologise. You've probably been listening to buzzing and audio dupes for the last 10 minutes. But yes, hello everybody, I hope you can at least vaguely see me. You see switch to Xbox a little bit better, that's something at least. So I've just realised, I've just loaded up Ankbot for the stream. Having spent the last 2 weeks trying to work out a way of getting a Patreon notification sorted out, so that when we get a new Patreon sub, or if someone increases, or I believe decreases, their current Patreon sub, it flashes up on stream in the same way it would a Twitch sub kind of thing. Having spent like a week, 10 days trying to get that sorted out, Ankbots had an update today that now adds in the functionality to add in subscribers from Patreon and various other places. I've added in the names, but I don't know how the notification side of things works. But yeah, there is now an option for external subs from Game Wisp, Patreon, and others. So that's it's both frustrating but also useful, because if it works, then it means I can get rid of that CLR browser add-on for OBS and have it all built into the bot. Axis of Anarchy, welcome to the channel. It's a pleasure to see you again. I know that you keep avoiding me now that you've got good new friends over at Geek and Sundry. But seriously, it's a pleasure having you back. Welcome back to the channel. God damn it, people! Steve, thank you very much. God damn it. You guys are too kind. Seriously. Far too kind. Oh, are you fully busy? Not even over at GNS anymore? Oh, I suppose I can let you off then. That seems like a fair reason. Now I have you stalling in stereo. Nice. Okay. With that lovely line from Dan Ball right there. We are going to switch up to Skadoosh and Undertale. So yeah, that happened. Joystick config. Confirm. That one. Cancel. That one. Menu. That one. Cool. Okay. Let's turn it up a bit. Door of choice. Normal, I guess. Control test. Okay. That'll work. Yeah, Axis, sounds like you have a hell of a lot going on at the moment. So, thank you again for coming and swinging by the channel. I'll be honest, all I know about this game is that it's an indie game, and it has been highly recommended to me from everybody that knows about it. Past that, I've got no idea. I've not seen any gameplay footage, not seen any screenshots. All I know is what's on the Steam page. That basically says something along the lines of you can go through the entire game without actually killing anybody, like even bosses and that kind of thing. If you approach it correctly, you can befriend the bosses or something. There you go, RPG, or you're not required to kill anything. So you know, that's as much as I know. As I say, never seen any gameplay or anything like that, so I'm coming into this completely blind. Confirm, cancel menu, F4 is full screen, hold escape is quit, and when HP is 0, you lose. Okay, seems pretty straightforward. Enter, name the fallen human. But yeah, I've heard nothing but amazing things about this game. Ah. A pacifist route. Potentially. I'm gonna try and like swap out for the cutscenes and stuff. Okay, sensitivity is way too high on the control stick. Alright, I'm going to have to quit out to get the menu back open again, because I need to turn that sensitivity down, because it's just insane. I may actually have to switch up to keyboard and mouse. I know. Analog sensitivity. Okay, that's a bit better. Let's try again. Ugh. Wow. There we go. Let's try again. That's better. Howdy, I'm Flowey. Flowey the flower. You're new to the underground, aren't you? Golly, you must be so confused. Someone ought to teach you how things work around here. I guess little on me will have to do. Ready? Here we go. I'm dead. See that heart? That's your soul, the very culmination of your being. Your soul starts off weak, but can grow strong if you gain a lot of love. What's love stand for? Why, love, of course. You want some love, don't you? I'm being hit on by a flower 5 seconds into the game. This is going to be insane. Don't worry, I'll share some with you. Oh yeah. Down here, love is shared through little white friendliness pellets. Are you ready? Move around. Get as many as you can. You idiot! In this world, it's kill or be killed. Why would anyone pass up an opportunity like this? What a dick. Die! Aw, snap. What a terrible creature, torturing such a poor innocent youth. Oh, do not be afraid, my child. I am Toriel, caretaker of the ruined. I pass through this place every day to see if anyone has fallen down. You are the first human to come here in a long time. Come, I will guide you through the catacombs. This way. I'm gonna suck at the voice acting stuff, by the way. Mostly because I can't voice act for shit, and also because I'm never gonna remember what voices I've given to people. It's gonna be this weird amalgamation of everything. So I get hit on by a talking flower who wants to share with me his kinky love pellets, and now I'm talking to a cow. The shadow of the ruins looms above, filling you with determination. HP fully restored. Shave. Is the volume alright? Do you guys need me to turn the music volume down and such? It's currently on like 60% on the Windows volume thing. So I'm guessing it's not a cow. Welcome to your new home, innocent one. Allow me to educate you in the operation of the ruins. Stepping on shit. The ruins are full of puzzles, ancient fusions between diversions and door keys. One must solve them to move from room to room. Please adjust yourself to the sight of them. I don't need to adjust myself, I'm hanging okay. Only the fearless may proceed. Brave ones, foolish ones, both walk not the middle road. That's it, my chat's gonna rage quit now. To make progress here, you will need to trigger several switches. Do not worry, I have labelled the ones you need to flip. Here's one of them, a table. Press Z to read signs. You mean the button I just pressed to read the sign? Stay on the path. For the path leads to holiness. I'm guessing I need to press that one. The first switch is over on the wall. Do you need some help? Press the switch on the wall. Come on, you can do it. Maybe I don't want to. You think of that? Look at me with my yellow face. I can walk through there. Dad's shuffle hype. Press the switch on the left. No, no, no! You want to press the other switch. I even labelled it for you. Hoi, I'm Temmie. How's it going? Welcome to the channel. Skadoosh. Splendid. I am proud of you, little one. Let us move to the next room. This switch doesn't even work. Axis unfollows and unsubscribes. As a human living in the underground, monsters may attack you. You will need to be prepared for this situation. However, worry not. The process is simple. When you encounter a monster, you will enter a fight. While you are in a fight, strike up a friendly conversation. Stall for time. I will come to resolve the conflict. Practice talking to the dummy. It's like she knows my social pull-off. Fight! You encountered the dummy. I'm looking in the mirror, aren't I? Let's face it. Okay. Dummy stands around absentmindedly. You talk to the dummy. Doesn't seem much for conversation. Congrats, Dragon. Toriel seems happy with you. You won! You earned nothing. Except the gratitude of the non-silent dummy. Ah, very good. You are very good. Oh, they all want in my pants. There is another puzzle in this room. I wonder if you can solve it. Can if you get your ass out of the way. Frogget attacks you. Compliment. Didn't understand what you said, but was flattered anyway. Wow. She gave the frog death there. Is she actually Luigi in disguise? The western room is the eastern room's blueprint. Fair enough. I understand already. Put it in. This is the puzzle, but... Here, take my hand for a moment. Puzzles seem a little too dangerous for now. You have done excellently thus far, my child. However, I have a difficult request to ask of you. I would like you to walk to the end of the room by yourself. Forgive me for this. What a bitch. I don't wanna. I'm gonna go this way. Change your mind. Yeah. So I gave him the look that says, I'm sick of your shit. I'm done. Let me out. Let me out. Damn it. Just a quick hello to everyone in the channel. Thank you for coming and hanging out. Whether you're a new face, whether you're a regular, whether you're a subscriber, each and every one of you, thanks so much for clicking on the channel, taking the time to come and hang out. Very much appreciated. If you are new and you're not following already, and you are enjoying, I imagine laughing, at my terrible voice acting, please consider hitting that lovely purple follow button. Would be absolutely awesome. I know you're there. Greetings, my child. Do not worry, I did not leave you. I was merely behind this pillar the whole time. Thank you for trusting me. However, there was an important reason for this exercise. To test your independence. I must attend to some business, and you must stay alone for a while. Please remain here. It's dangerous to explore by yourself. I have an idea. I will give you a cell phone. If you have a need for anything, just call. Be good, alright? This is Torio? You only wanted to say hello? Well then. Hello. I hope that suffices. Ring. Hello? Now you're calling me? This is Toriel. You have not left the room, have you? There are a few puzzles ahead that I have yet to explain. It would be dangerous to try and solve them yourself. Be good, alright? Playfully crinkling through the leaves fills you with determination. HP fully restored. I found the GABA button. It's dangerous to go alone. Take a cell. Sorry, I've been listening to Whimsun approach meekly. Console. Halfway through your first word, Whimsun bursts into tears and runs away. You won! You earned goal. I've been listening to Starbomb quite a lot recently. For anyone who doesn't know them, go onto YouTube and just search for Starbomb full album. It's amazing. It's very crude, very not safe for work. It's basically an album of gaming parody tracks, and you've got things like a Legend of Zelda type one from the perspective of Link talking to the old man. You've got a Metroid one from Samus's point of view, being fed up of being looked at as a sex object. You've got Castlevania, you've got Smash Brothers, there's just everything gaming related. It's an amazing album, like I say, very not safe for work, so if you're easily offended, probably best not to listen to it. But yeah, definitely worth checking out if you could take a joke. Why? Now, I apologise in advance for this. I'm fully aware that's probably supposed to be his arms. It kind of looks like his testicles are swinging underneath him. Just gonna leave that there. Just saying. Okay, we'll carry on with the game now. On that note. I think I need to make a note of that to highlight it. Questioning after that, yeah, I've just highlighted that. Whimsun approaches meekly. Console. You missed frog testicles. Don't worry, the highlight will be up tomorrow. Much like the frog's testicles. I didn't actually talk to him. I got distracted. Excuse me, human. I have some advice for you about battling monsters. If you act a certain way, or fight until you almost defeat them, they might not want to battle you anymore. If a monster does not want to fight you, please, use some mercy, human. Ribbit. So, in terms of the combat type stuff, is it like always the same response for each monster, or does it vary? Yes, I'm going to take another one. I took more candy. How disgusting. You feel like the scum of the earth. The candy spills onto the floor. Look at what you've done. Yeah, I wrote it. I didn't know them. Can't prove it. Wasn't me. That doesn't look ominous at all. Different responses. Cool, okay. So like, if I run into another Whimsun, is there a chance of it being a different response to... Blushes deeply. Ribbit. Frogget seems reluctant to fight you. Okay, cool. I won! I earned 2 gold. Ring! Hello, this is Toriel. For no reason in particular, which do you prefer? Cinnamon or butterscotch? Butterscotch. Oh, I see. Thank you very much. Click. It's the same for each type of monster. Yeah, sorry, that's what I was trying to get at. Hello, this is Toriel. You do not dislike cinnamon, do you? I know what your preference is, but would you turn up your nose if I found it on your plate? Right. I understand. Thank you for being patient, by the way. Click. 3 out of 4 grey rocks. Recommend you push them. Frogget, close. Damn! That was some damage. Please don't step on the leaves. Okay. I see you now. I understand. Mold smell blocked the way. You wiggle your hips. Moldsmell wiggles back. What a meaningful conversation. Scorch. Waits pensively. I won! Yeah, okay. No! So close. So close. Yeah, the fourth one might take a bit of offense to it, but the rest of them are fine. Whoa! You tripped onto a line of molds. Hey, Wiley, how's it going? Holy fudge buckets. I feel like I'm not doing this right. Whoa there, partner. Who said you could push me around? So you're asking me to move over. Okay, just for you. Pumpkin. Want me to move some more? Alrighty. How's this? That was the wrong direction. Okay. I think I got it. You wanted me to stay there? Give me a real workout. Oh, fudge! Sexy wiggle. You lie mobile with Motomol. You feel like you understand the world a little better. Curvaceously attractive, but no brains. So am I just, like, doing this until Toriel shows up? You're welcome, Temmie. Oof. Oof. I feel like I'm missing something. Other than, you know, brains. Knowing the mouse might one day leave its hole and get the cheese. It fills you with determination. Save. This cheese has been here quite a long time. It's stuck to the table. That's sexy. Are they gone yet? This ghost keeps saying zzz out loud repeatedly, pretending to sleep. Move it with force? No. Okay, fine, we'll move it with force. Here comes Napstablook. He gave Napstablook a patient smile. Heh. Oh, he's crying tears of pain. Pretty fudge bucket. Looks just a little bit better. I just weigh you down. Really not feeling up to it right now, sorry. I told Naps to look a little joke. Cheering seems to have improved Napstablook's mood again. Wants to show you something. It's his penis. I call it Dapperblook. Do you like it? Eagerly awaits your response. Cheer. Oh, Jay. I usually come to the ruins because there's nobody around. But today I met somebody nice. Oh, I'm rambling again. I'll get out of your way. Spider bake sale. All proceeds go to real spiders. Leave 7G in the web. Leave 18G in the web. Welcome back. Did you miss it? Spider bake sale down and to the right. Come eat food made by spiders, for spiders, of spiders. Wow, that's a bit morbid. I heard using F4 can make you have a full screen. But what does F4 stand for? 4 frogs? I've only seen a maximum of 3 frogs in this room. This is troubling, to say the least. Oh, Temmie. Oh, Temmie. I've heard you are quite merciful for a human. Surely you know by now a monster wears a yellow name when you can spare it. Aha. What do you think of that? Very. It's helpful. Bad. It is rather helpful. Remember, sparing is just saying you won't fight. Maybe one day you'll have to do it even if their name isn't yellow. Looks drew near. Pick on. You're a rude little snipe. No. Looks is staring right through you. Harsh. Finally, someone gets it. You won! Catch a single rose thrown on stage. That's what it said! Those were the words in the order they were on the screen. Yeah, I apologise for the testicle thing earlier. I'm fully aware that I've ruined the game for everyone who enjoyed it before, and, didn't see the frogs swinging their testicles back and forth. But, in my defence, it's kind of what it looks like. A little bit. Yes. Some spiders crawled down and gave you a jug. Thanks. Spider cider. Heals 24 HP, made with whole spiders, not just the juice. Stop giving me that image. Heals 10 HP, has a distinct non-licorice flavour. Fucking licorice. I have one new item in my inventory. Ring! Hello? I just realised that it's been a while since I've cleaned up. I was not expecting to have company so soon. There are probably a lot of things lying about here and there. You can pick them up, but do not carry more than you need. Someday you might see something you really like. You'll want to leave room in your pockets for that. Click. Yeah, I basically just mugged him. I charmed him, pulled down his pants, and stole all his stuff. There's just one switch. But there is no spoon. No. fell down a hole. Now I can't get up. Go on without me. Wait, ghosts can fly, can't they? Oh well. I don't want to go down that one. Skadoosh. Vegetoid came out the earth. More proof vegetables are evil. Dinner. I pat my stomach. Vegetoid offers a healthy meal. Eat your greens. Give a mysterious something or other because I skipped it. You won! Gazing lovingly into my eyes. It's a switch. Press it. No. The far door is not an exit. It simply marks a rotation in perspective. Migosp crawled up close. Talk. I don't care. I don't care. Okay, that doesn't get me anywhere. Ow. In unison now. Obey the Overmind. Ow. Nothing like alone time. Doesn't have a care in the world. Okay, I see what's going on there. It's a switch. Press it. Nothing happened. If you can read this, press the blue switch. Oh god damn this controller. Alright, I should probably heal up really. Eat your green. Sexy wiggle. Yeah, pretty much. If you can read this, press the red switch. A pair of vegetoids come out of the ground. Farmed locally. Very locally. You won! And some gold. If you can read this, press the green switch. Hey, Dingleberry. Just between you and me, I saw Dottie had come out of here just a little while ago. She was carrying some groceries. Didn't ask what they were for. We're all too intimidated to talk to her. I found the toy knife. Weapon at 3. Made of plastic. A rarity nowadays. I'm gonna go shank someone.
Oh dear, that took longer than I thought it would. How did you get here, my child? Are you hurt? There. I will heal you. I should not have left you alone for so long. It was irresponsible to try to surprise you like this. Well, I suppose I can't hide it any longer. Come, small one.
Every time this old tree grows any leaves, they fall right off. Seeing such a cute, tidy house in the ruins gives you determination.
Do you smell that? Surprise! It's a butterscotch cinnamon pie. I thought we might celebrate your arrival. I want you to have a nice time living here, so I'll hold off on snail pie for tonight. Here, I have another surprise for you.
These books are worn. They must have been read many times. Inside is an old calendar from the beginning of 201X. The ends of the tools have been filed down to make them safer. It's a history book. Here's a random page. Trapped behind the barrier and fearful of further human attacks, we retreated. Far, far into the earth we walked, until we reached the cavern's end. This was our new home, which we named Home. As great as our king is, he's pretty lousy at names. The fire isn't burning hot, just pleasantly warm. You could put your hand inside. You gonna let me put my hand inside? That's what she said. Seems like the right size for Toriel. There's some white fur stuck in the drain. For some reason, there's a brand name chocolate bar in the fridge. Inside the cupboard are cookie cutters for gingerbread monsters. What a nice smell. Too hot to eat though. Stovetop is very clean. Toriel must use fire magic instead. Please, my voice acting skills are pro. Honest. I could work in the next Pixar movie. I'm in your basement. Oh shit!
Hey, do not go down here. I have something to show you upstairs. What is it with all these people wanting to get in my pants? I've been down here for like all of 2 minutes. This is it. A room of your own. I hope you like it.
She pat me on the head.
Is something burning? Make yourself at home.
Just a regular old bucket. Of snails. It's Toriel's diary. Read the circle passage? Yes. You read the passage.
Why did the skeleton want a friend? Because she was feeling lonely.
The rest of the page is filled with jokes of a similar caliber. Definitely bigger than a twin-size bed. Wow. Harsh. It's an encyclopedia of subterranean plants. We open to the middle. Tifa. A group of wetland flowering plants with brown, oblong seed pods, known more commonly as water sausages. You peek inside. Scandalous. It's Daria's sock drawer. I can't stop looking at socks. My secret's out. Ah, the cactus. Truly the most sundear of plants. And out come the terrible jokes. Inside the drawer are flower seeds and some broken crayons. Room under renovations. Holy shit, it's me. Oh, it's a water sausage. I love me a water sausage. Look at these cool toys. I don't trust you at all. What a dick. A box of kids' shoes in a disparity of sizes. An empty photo frame. It's really dusty. Hey, too many Jeffs. This is indeed a blind run. I wake up and there's pie. What flavour is it? Pie flavour. I found a slice of butterscotch cinnamon pie. It was vile because it's got cinnamon all over it. I am made of walrus cheese. Welcome back to the channel. Oh, Doom, I will be saving all of them. They will be going up on YouTube under a playlist purely for Undertale. When they get uploaded, it will be announced on Twitter, and yeah, it'll be there. Don't worry. I'm just gonna sleep through the game now. Hopefully, whatever it is, terrible thing that's gonna happen will just happen, and I'll be happily asleep. But yes, this is very much a blind playthrough. Wiley, that is a question you don't want answered. Tomorrow's your birthday. Nice. Is that a day when your girth increases? Hey wait, if she's sat there, I think I can get through the basement. If she comes at me, I'll just stab her with the toy knife, it's fine. No!
I think you should play upstairs instead. What is it with her trying to get me upstairs? First the flower wanted to share its love seed with me. Now the goat won't let me leave.
Yep, and you become a man. Happy birthday for tomorrow, buddy. You don't have to answer this question. I'm going to ask it anyway. What number birthday is it going to be? What number level up day will it be? I'm just going to stick my head in the fire.
Up already, I see. It's been like 5 days. I want you to know how glad I am to have someone here. There are so many odd books I want to share. I want to show you my favourite bug hunting spot. I've also prepared a curriculum for your education. This may come as a surprise to you, but I have always wanted to be a teacher. Actually, perhaps this isn't very surprising.
Still.
I'm glad to have you living here. Oh, did you want something? What is it?
Oh yeah, there's definitely like a child slavery ring down in the basement.
When can I go home? What? This is your home now. Would you like to hear about this book I'm reading? It's called 72 Uses for Snails. How about it? Sure. Here is an exciting snail fact. Did you know that snails sometimes flip their digestive systems as they mature? Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, bother me if you need anything else.
Should stab you in the back of the neck. The size of the pie intimidates you too much for you to eat it. Screw that shit. Just faceplant into it. Nice one, Morris.
What is it?
How do I exit the ruins?
I have to do something. Stay here.
No. I'm gonna go this way.
You wish to know how to return home, do you not? Ahead of us lies the end of the ruins, a one-way exit to the rest of the underground. I'm going to destroy it. No one will ever be able to leave again. Now be a good child and go upstairs.
Or I can stab you in the face.
Every human that falls down here meets the same fate. I've seen it again and again. They come.
Harsh.
They leave. They die. You naive child, if you leave the ruins, they
Asgore.
will kill you. I'm only protecting you, do you understand? Go to your room. Do not try to stop me. This is your final warning. You want to leave so badly? You're just like the others. There is only one solution to this. Prove yourself. Prove to me you are strong enough to survive. She wants in my pants.
Toriel blocks the way. Talk. You couldn't think of any conversation topics. I can think of a couple.
Holy crap.
Toriel is acting aloof. With a hoof. On the roof. He tried to think of something to say again, but... Toriel prepares a magical attack. Ironically, talking does not seem to be the solution to this situation. Toriel prepares a magical attack. I ate the monster candy. I recovered 10 HP. Hey, sorry, how's it going? Toriel looks through you. Okay, right, so I'm definitely not talking. That's fine. Ow. Ow. So I've got a bitch slapper. Toriel takes a deep breath. I have to heal up again. Ow. Hey, Oxalus. Welcome to the channel. There are no other ways. Death is the only way. Godmum must die. Knows best for you. We're getting more dots. Give all dots. Oh, we got dots and a question mark that time. What are you doing? Apparently I'm not allowed to stab you in the face. Attack or run away. Don't not stab goat mum. Exactly, Axelis. I'm proving I'm the greater goat. Stop it! Stop it! Stop looking at me that way. Stop looking at me. Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself. Go away. Okay, we'll flee next time. I'm out of here.
That is right. Go upstairs. Already? What will it take for you to learn your lesson?
Oh, God. Yeah, killing is tempting just for, you know, the snails. Chris, please, wake up. You are the future of humans and monsters. Nope, I'm done. Screw you all. Chris, please, wake up. You are the future of humans and monsters. I don't want to wake up. I just want to go back to sleep. Stop fucking waking me up. I'm going to stab her as she sleeps. Oh, damn it, she's not there. Doom, it's fine. I'll work it out. We'll keep playing for a bit. Yeah, Chris, wake the fuck up. Oh, by the way, guys, this will be a mature stream. In case you hadn't worked it out already. Wake your ass up.
Already? What will it take for you to learn your lesson?
I grabbed a knife.
Holy fudge.
Okay, so we can't talk to her. I'm pretty sure. "26 damages. No! Please, let me get hit. Please hit me. Alright, Doom, take care, buddy. Thank you for swinging by. It's been a pleasure. I'll hopefully catch you again very soon. "65 damages. Yeah, I actually can't take my damage. I thought maybe what I'd have to do is thank you very much, Doom. It's been a pleasure. Take care. And I'll hopefully catch you again. Well, I'll be streaming this for the foreseeable future, really. Yeah, it's actually not gonna let me die. I ate the butterscotch pie. My HP was maxed out. Yeah, so now I can do damage again. Okay. God, this bullet dodging is kind of prepping me for I want to be the washing. Yeah, and I can't take damage again. So it's based on how much health I've got. I threw the stick away, then picked it back up. Because I am a puppy. Alright, Timmy, thank you so much for coming by. It's been a pleasure having you in the channel. If you've enjoyed it, please hit that follow button if you haven't already. Would be very much appreciated. As I say, I'll be playing this tomorrow and Thursday, and then all of next week as well. At least that long. So feel free to swing by again if you have enjoyed it. Right, I clearly have to do this in some form of combination. I don't want to attack or run away. I want to talk to you. Fight me or leave. Okay, definitely can't talk to her at any point in this conflict. I can't get her to kill me. I can hear her pretty well though. problem is, if I flee, then that's just it. So I can't flee at any point. If I keep trying to talk to her, right, I'm gonna sleep again. Screw you all, I'm done. Yeah, but it just loops back around again. Or it seems to loop back around again anyway. His name is Cherio. Well, yeah, there is that. There does seem to be only the one option. Exactly. Let's get my health back. So I can lose it all again. Oof. The lag. Oh, the lag. Stop it.
Go away.
Right, so now on one dot again. Unfortunately not arcs because I'm not partnered. Oh damn it, I was like 2 away on the first one. Spare.
But please, go upstairs now. I promise I will take good care of you here. I know we do not have much, but we can have a good life here. Why are you making this so difficult? Please, go upstairs. Haha. Pathetic, is it not? I cannot save even a single child. No, I understand. You would just be unhappy trapped down here. The ruins are very small once you get used to them. It would not be right for you to grow up in a place like this. My expectations, my loneliness, my fear. For you, my child, I'll put them aside.
Get out the freaking way.
If you truly wish to leave the ruins, I will not stop you. However, When you leave, please do not come back. I hope you understand.
Oh, she gave me a cuddle.
Goodbye, my child.
Get out of the way. Yeah, partnership or, like I say, around 65 viewers, you have a chance of getting quality settings temporarily activated. Where'd you go? How am I supposed to laugh in her face if she disappears off the face of the planet? Oh. Hooray! Oh god, it's the sex plant again. Clever, very clever. You think you're really smart, don't you? In this world, it's kill or be killed. So you're able to play by your own rules. You spared the life of a single person. Hehehe. I bet you feel really great. You didn't kill anybody this time. What will you do if you meet a relentless killer? You'll die, and you'll die, and you'll die. Until you tire of trying. What will you do then? When you kill out of frustration? Or will you give up entirely on this world? And let me inherit the power to control it. I am the prince of this world's future. Don't worry, my little monarch. My plan is regicide. This is so much more interesting. Adios. Undertale.
There's a camera hidden in the bushes.
It's a tough-looking branch. It's too heavy to pick up. Change your mind. I want to go back. It's been smashed like it was nothing. The Hulk is following me through the forest. Let me in. I want in. I'm sorry, goat lady. Let me come back and eat your snail pie. No, that's not a euphemism. Oh no. Human. Don't you know how to greet a new pal? Turn around and shake my hand.
That's not your hand.
Oh, snap. The old whoopee cushion and hand trick. It's always funny. It kind of was. Anyways, you're a human, right? That's hilarious. I'm Sans. Sans the skeleton. I'm actually supposed to be on watch for humans right now. But, you know, I don't really care about capturing anybody. Now my brother, Papyrus. He's a human hunting fanatic. Hey, actually, I think that's him over there. I have an idea. Go through this gate thingy. Yeah, go right through. My brother made the bars too wide to stop anyone. Quick! Behind that conveniently shaped lamp. Wow. Sup, bro? You know what's up, brother. It's been 8 days and you still haven't recalibrated your puzzles. You just hang around outside your station. What are you even doing? Staring at this lamp. It's really cool. Do you wanna look? No, I don't have time for that. What if a human comes through here? I want to be ready. I will be the one. I must be the one. I will capture a human. Then I, the great Papyrus, will get all the things I utterly deserve. Respect. Recognition. I'll finally be able to join the Royal Guard. People will ask, to be my friend? I will bathe in a shower of kisses every morning. That's kinky. Maybe this lamp will help you. Sans, you are not helping, you lazy bones. All you do is sit and boondoggle. You get lazier and lazier every day. Hey, take it easy. Got a ton of work done today. A skeleton? Sans! Come on, you're smiling. I am, and I hate it. Sigh. Why does someone as great as me have to do so much just to get some recognition? Wow, sounds like you're really working yourself. Down to the bone? Ugh. I will attend to my puzzles. As for your work, put a little more backbone into it. Okay, you can come out now. Just a conveniently shaped lamp. It's some sort of checkpoint or sentry station. There are bottles of ketchup, mustard, and relish sitting inside. You want to get going? He might come back. And if he does, you'll have to sit through more of my hilarious jokes. What's the hold up? Look, there's nothing to be afraid of. It's just a dark cavern filled with skeletons and horrible monsters. Well, actually, hey, hate to bother you, but can you do me a favour? I was thinking, my brother's been kind of down lately. He's never seen a human before, and seeing you might just make his day. Don't worry, he's not dangerous, even if he tries to be. Thanks a million, I'll be up ahead. Oh, Dragon, that sucks, man, sorry. Take it, thank you for swinging by. It is appreciated. As I say, I'll be back again tomorrow night, so if you want to try again then, that'd be awesome. The convenience of that lamp still fills you with determination. This is a box. You can put an item inside, or take an item out. The same box will appear later, so don't worry about coming back. Sincerely, a box lover. Use the box. Tough glove, weapon attack 5. A worn pink leather glove for 5-fingered folk. You equipped tough glove. Snowdrake flutters forth. You laugh at Snowdrake before it says anything funny. What are you laughing at?
You make a bad ice pun. Haha, nice try. It smells like a wet pillow. I tell there's no joke that they aren't funny. Is that supposed to be funny? Well, yeah. I won! I want to go that way. I want to go this way. I'm going to steal the fishing rod. Reel it in? Yes. I got a photo of a weird looking monster. Call me. Here's my number. I decide not to call. Maybe I want to call. Send the line back out. All that monster wants is a bit of loving. So, as I was saying about Undyne. I've forgotten the voice already. When you ready? Sans! Oh my god, is that a human? Actually, I think that's a rock. Oh. Hey, it's right in front of the rock. Oh my god. Is that a human? Yes. Oh my god. Sans, I finally did it. Undyne, well, I'll be so popular. Human, you shall not pass this area. I, the great Papyrus, will stop you. I will then capture you. You will be delivered to the capital. Then, I'm not sure what's next. In any case, continue. Only if you dare. Well, that went well. Don't sweat it, kid. I'll keep an eye socket out for you. Ring ring. Hey, is your refrigerator running? Yes. Nice. I'll be able to deposit the brewskis. Ice Cap struts into view. You inform Ice Cap that it has a great hat. My hat's too loud for me to hear you. He managed to tear your eyes away from Ice Cap's hat. It looks annoyed. What are you doing? You continue not looking at Ice Cap's hat. It seems defeated. Fine, I don't care. I won! Absolutely no moving. Did something move? Or was it my imagination? I can only see moving things. If something was moving, for example, a human, I make sure it never moves again. Doggo blocks the way. Pet. Don't move an inch. Moving. Oh, I see now. Doggo can't seem to find anything. Hi, pet Doggo. But I've been pet. I won! I earned 30 gold. Something pet me. Something that isn't moving. I'm gonna need dog treats for this. Ding ding. Hello? Is anybody there? No? Are you two playing a trick on me? Real funny. Big guy? Is that you? Come on. Someone's been smoking dog treats. Well, it's not the tall skeleton. He's too loud. Whoever you are, knock it off. Okay. Hey, here's something important to remember. My brother has a very special attack. If you see a blue attack, don't move and it won't hurt you. There's an easy way to keep it in mind. Imagine a stop sign. When you see a stop sign, you stop, right? Stop signs are red, so imagine a blue stop sign instead. Simple, right? When fighting, think about blue stop signs. North, ice. South, ice. West, ice. East, snowed in town. And ice. Lesser dog appears. Pet, 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 pet. I barely lifted my hand unless the dog got excited. I won! Here's some stuff. Hello, I'm a snowman. I want to see the world, but I cannot move. If you would be so kind, traveler, please, take a piece of me and bring it very far away. Yeah, sure, why not? I got the snowman piece. How am I doing? By I mean the piece of me I gave to you. You're so lazy. You were napping all night. I think that's called sleeping. Excuses. Oh ho, the human arrives. In order to stop you, my brother and I have created some puzzles. Think you'll find this one quite shocking. You see, this is the invisible electricity maze. When you touch the walls of this maze, the orb will administer a hearty zap. Sound like fun? Because the amount of fun you would probably have is actually rather small, I think. Okay, you can go ahead now. Sans! What did you do? Think the human has to hold the orb? Oh, okay. Hold this, please. Okay, try now. Incredible, you slippery snail. You solved it so easily. Too easily. However, the next puzzle will not be easy. It is designed by my brother, Sans. You will surely be confounded. I know I am. Oh, I see, DJ. Thank you so much for that, host. Hey, thanks. My brother seems like he's having fun. By the way, did you see that weird outfit he's wearing? We made that a few weeks ago for a costume party. He hasn't worn anything else since. Keeps calling it his battle body. Man, isn't my brother cool? I don't understand why these aren't selling. It's the perfect weather for something cold. Oh, a customer! Hello, would you like some ice cream? It's the frozen treat that warms your heart. Now just 15G. Yeah, sure, why not? Here you go, have a super duper day. I got the ice cream. Skadoosh. Skadoosh. You too can play mini golf on the ice. No. It looks like a snowball. Actually, it's a snowdecahedron. Purple. Even when you fought trapped, you took notes and achieved the end of ball. I'm awarded 2G. God damn it. There's a camera hidden inside this lump of snow. Hey, I see how's it going, man? Arash, welcome to the channel. How's it going, guys? I've been thinking about selling treats too. Want some fried snow? It's just 5G. Did I say 5G? I meant 50G. Yeah, sure, why not? Really? How about 5,000G? 50,000? That's my final offer. What? You don't have the money? Hey, that's okay. I don't have any snow. Blue, hopping and twirling, your original style pulled you through. Awarded 2G. Oh dude, that sucks, man. Well, our left thing seems to be going alright. Smell danger rating. Snow smell, snowman, white rating. Can become yellow rating. Unsuspicious smell, puppy, blue rating. Smell of rolling around. Weird smell, humans. Green rating, destroy at all costs. His. Hers. Alright, Ox. Human, I hope you're ready for... Sons, where's the puzzle? It's right there, on the ground. Trust me, there's no way they can get past this one. Monster Kids Word Search. Hey kids, can you help me solve this? Sons, that didn't do anything. Whoops. I know I should have used today's crossword instead. What? Crossword? I can't believe you said that. In my opinion, Junior Jumble is easily the hardest. What? Really? Dude. That easy peasy word scramble. That's for baby bones. Unbelievable. Human, solve this dispute. Which is harder? Crossword. You two are weird. Crosswords are so easy. It's the same solution every time. Just fill all the boxes in with the letter Z. So every time I look at a crossword, all I can do is snore. Well, that's excellent. Well, if you want to talk about it, Icy, you're more than welcome. You know, as I've said before, if it will potentially help talking about it and, you know, get an outside opinion on it kind of thing, then by all means feel free. You know, I have no problem with you doing that. Papyrus finds difficulty in interesting places. Yesterday he got stumped trying to solve the horoscope. Knowing the mouse might one day find a way to heat up the spaghetti, it fills you with determination. It's a note from Papyrus. Human, please enjoy the spaghetti. Little do you know, this spaghetti is a trap. Designed to entice you. You'll be so busy eating it that you won't realize you aren't progressing. Thoroughly japed by the great Papyrus. Determination. It's a plate of frozen spaghetti. It's so cold it's stuck to the table. It's an unplugged microwave. All of the settings say spaghetti. No worries, Icy. As I say, the offer's there. If you want to PM me about it or whatever, then feel free.
Otherwise, I hope it's something you can get resolved. Hey, Double, how's it going, buddy? This game is pretty awesome, actually. It's the first time I've played it after many recommendations, and yeah, I'm enjoying it. I'm failing miserably at the voice acting though, so I do apologise to everybody who has to listen to me just spout crap. Warning, dog marriage. Icecap and Snowdrake confront you, sighing. Jerry. I continue not looking at Icecap's hat. It seems defeated. Ow. Why are we doing this? Right, Snowdrake was Heckle. They struggle to make a retort. There we go. Awkward. Cherry says everyone has to go to the bathroom. Ditch. You and the other monsters ditch Jerry when it looks away. Okay, I see. If you're happy for me to talk about this in the channel, then I am happy to do so. I have no problem talking about this kind of thing, because it's something that I kind of struggle with as well. So, maybe it is kind of both good to get another perspective on it. There's a switch hidden in the snow. Click! Aw, snap. What's that smell? What's that smell? If you're a smell, identify your smell. Here's that weird smell. Makes me want to eliminate. Eliminate you. Doggy assault you. Twin dogs. Pet. Dogs are too suspicious of your smell. Okay, that's not a dodging one. It's good to know. The dogs sniff you again. You smell just as weird as before. Ow. I drank the spider cider. Twin dog. Ow. Dogs are reevaluating your smell. Roll around in the dirt and snow. I smell like a weird puppy. After rolling in the dirt, you smell alright. Smells like a puppy. Dogs think that you may be a lost puppy. Alright, pet dogamy. Wow, pet by another pup. Dogs think that you may be a lost puppy. Yeah, alright, whatever. I pet the Doggeressa. The dog's minds have been expanded. Dogs can pet other dogs. A new world has opened up before us. Thanks, weird puppy. The smell of determination. Smells like a herbs nearby. Yeah, I see. In regards to what you were saying, and I'm actually going to put this to the chat as a question, because it's something that I personally struggle with as a caster, and you know, Icy's having a similar issue. When the chat goes quiet, we both seem to have the same thing. We find it very difficult to kind of fill the gap. So, you know, I was in IC's chat before I started casting tonight, and I was kind of interacting as much as I could. And his chat was really busy, and it was fine, and everyone was having a laugh, and you know, laughing at the painful kind of detection rate on the chests in the game and that kind of thing, and how you have to basically stand on them before your character even acknowledges they exist. And you know, everyone was kind of talking about it and having a laugh, and then all of a sudden the chat just kind of fades out. And as I say, I've had the same thing where the chat's been crazy busy all night and just constant, and people talking about anything and everything, and then almost with like the click of a finger it's just silent, and you're kind of fronted with this just wall of blank. But as a caster, you need to keep trying to talk and fill the gap for, you know, the VOD side of things and the YouTube channel and that kind of thing. And yeah, it's very much kind of, what do we do to fill up the 10, 20, 45 minutes where no one seems to be kind of responding or reacting in the chat. Turn every X into an O, then press the switch. Okay. Hey, Akira, how's it going, buddy? What? How did you avoid my trap? And more importantly, is there any left for me? Will you tell Papyrus about his spaghetti? I ate it. Really? Wowie. No one's ever enjoyed my cooking before. Well then, fret not, human. I, Master Chef Papyrus, will make you all the pasta you could ever want. My brother started a sock collection recently. How saddening. Sometimes I wonder what he would do without such a cool guy taking care of him. Human! How do I say this? You were taking a long time to arrive, so I decided to improve this puzzle by arranging the snow to look more like my face. Unfortunately, the snow froze to the ground. Now the solution is different, and, as usual, my lazy brother is nowhere around. I suppose what I'm saying is, worry not, human. I, the great Papyrus, will solve this conundrum. Then we can both proceed. Meanwhile, feel free to try the puzzle yourself. I'll try not to give away the answer. Yes, Akira. Yes, it does. Oh, come on. There's no way I tagged that one again.
Wow, you solved it. You did it all without my help. Incredible. I'm impressed. You must care about puzzles like I do. Well, I'm sure you'll love the next puzzle then. It might even be too easy for you.
But yeah, how's it going, Akira? Good job on solving it so quickly. You didn't even need my help, which is great, because I love doing absolutely nothing. But yeah, I suffer through the same thing. I haven't found a surefire way of kind of getting around it. I find myself kind of trying to talk about more random crap, but it's very forced. Like, I have to sit here and tell myself that I need to talk about the random crap. And, you know, try and talk to the game as I'm playing it, which is really kind of out of character for me. And just kind of hope that you say something that gets someone's attention and they kind of come in and start talking. Hey, it's the human. You're gonna love this puzzle. It was made by the great Dr. Alvis. You see these tiles? Once I throw this switch, they'll begin to change colour. Each colour has a different function. Red tiles are impossible. You cannot walk on them. Yellow tiles are electric. They'll electrocute you. Green tiles are alarm tiles. If you step on them, you'll have to fight a monster. Orange tiles are orange scented. They'll make you smell delicious. Blue tiles are water tiles. Swim through them if you like, but if you smell like oranges, the piranhas will bite you. Also, if a blue tile is next to a yellow tile, the water will also zap you. Purple tiles are slippery. You'll slide to the next tile. However, the slippery soap smells like lemons, which piranhas don't like. Purple and blue are okay. Finally, pink tiles, they don't do anything. Step on them all you like. How is that? Understand? Of course. I had to bring the bank machine earlier as Mrs. had hold of my card for a week or so. Damn. Got to work Christmas do next weekend, so need to pop into town and grab a smexy shirt. Grey and black shirt, white tie. Nice. Black shirt, purple tie always works. Great. Then there's one last thing. This puzzle is entirely random. When I pull this switch, it will make a puzzle that has never been seen before. Not even I will know the solution. Holy fuck buckets. Actually, that spaghetti from earlier, it wasn't too bad for my brother. Since he started cooking lessons, he's been improving a lot. But if he keeps it up, next year he'll even make something edible. The machine isn't working. Let's check. Stuff on access. Yeah. Twitch seemed to go on a bit of a crash the other week, and I found that a load of people I knew I was following, I wasn't following anymore on Twitch. Which is a bit of a pain in the ass. Still curious what the allure of this game is. Seen it on so many streams, but never played it. Big Nick, welcome to the channel. I was gifted this game. So it's a game that I had heard of, but not checked out at all. No idea what it was like, no idea what it was about. I knew it was an RPG of sorts. That's as much as I know about it. I got gifted it, and pretty much everyone that I've seen talk about it, highly recommends it. It's, I wouldn't say it's an RPG in the normal sense, in that, you know, you've got your character and you get some items at set points, but you're not going in and like upgrading skills and stuff that I've seen up to this point. It's kind of, the impression I'm getting from it is it's a very tongue-in-cheek kind of heartfelt RPG as opposed to an action RPG. It's one of those games that you'll play for the story. You know, the puzzles and the combat are very kind of not limited. Limited's the wrong word, but very self-explanatory. The one interesting twist on it is that you don't have to kill anything. You have a combat option in every fight, but you also have the option to talk to your enemies. And if you select the right interactions, you can actually talk your opponent down and just finish the combat. You know, you don't have to kill them, which is an interesting twist, and that's kind of how we're trying to play it. We're trying to go through as a pacifist and, you know, talk everybody down from wanting to slash my throat. But yeah, I mean, as I say, at the moment we're 2 hours in, and I'm enjoying it. It's very different to anything I've played before. Obviously, as you can see, the graphical style is very kind of retro, simplistic, but not almost. If you enjoy a story game, I would recommend it, based off of the 2 hours I've played. This dog is staring blankly into the snow, waiting for it to turn into art. Aware of dog. Please pet dog. On the floor inside is a box of pommy raisins. Closed my eyes and prayed for at least 300 in the bank. Had 528. Nice. I don't think I ever have 528 in the bank. She gets paid on the 10th, so I should be upstairs by 400. Nice. I can't remember the last time I had like over 300 in the bank. It fills you with determination. I have no idea what kind of like the average playthrough length of this game is. If anyone wants to let me know in the chat, you know, don't tell me anything about what's coming up, just give me an average playtime kind of thing. Dog considers itself an artist, but doesn't ever know what to create. It probably doesn't help that its brain is the size of a piece of kibble. Harsh. Okay. That was different. It's a lump of snow with the word sands written on it in a red marker. It's a snow papyrus. I've got some games going. Overlord 1 and 2, if anyone wants them. Ooh. If you're quick, 9 to 12, so probably we're looking at 15-ish hours. Akira, I'm pretty sure I don't have Overlord. I'm just going to double check. If I don't have them, I wouldn't say no to them. Because, from what I remember, the Overlord games. I know, I do have them. I have Overlord and Raising Hell and Overlord 2. So, if you want to give them away, then by all means, you know, I'm quite happy to run a giveaway in the channel now. Holy crap, the cards for this game on Steam are worth a fortune in comparison.
just got a Papyrus card. It's worth like 38p. Oops. Don't use the numpad. Oh, sorry, Axis, type fonts. Not a lot. I know how to install them onto Windows. Purely because, like, Slade, the font for this, is a custom one that he put together and he sent to me. So, I know how to add them in to, like, the Windows font set, but past that, not a clue. Sorry. But yes, so Akira, I have the Overlord collection, so thank you very much. As I say, if you wanted to give them away in the channel, then by all means please do. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Sans Dialogues and Comic Sans. I'd picked up it was Comic Sans. I hadn't put 2 and 2 together though. And then Papyrus is in Papyrus front. That's pretty cool. It's a nice little touch. I use Verdana for most things. Oh, Axelos, that sucks, man. You terminated for something I did in my off hours after I mentioned that I would sue the company for legal riot. That sucks, buddy. It's a snow puff. Yes, I mean, if you wanted to do the giveaway, then we can do that now. Raffle prize. Overlord 1. Do a do a 3-minute timer. 10 entries, fee per entry. Prime permissions. Yep, fine, whatever. There we go. Okay, so the giveaway is running for Overlord 1. If you want to enter it, type in !raffle space and then a number. The number is the amount of beanie bucks, the amount of tickets you wish to buy. This really isn't as clear as it was on the old one. So, if you check your beanie bucks, God. So each ticket is 5 beanie bucks. You can buy a maximum of 10 tickets. So you need at least 50. Oh, you need 50 beanie bucks, and that will buy you all 10 tickets. Obviously, the more tickets you buy, the more chance you have of getting it. I have got a Twitch message. Awesome. Okay, so I now have the codes there. So the winner will get a Twitch message from myself with the codes on. And this is a snow puff. This, however, is a snow puff. Surprisingly, it's a snow puff. Snow puff. Is it really a snow puff? Behold, a snow puff. Eh? There's 30G inside this. What is this? It's a snow puff. It's a puppy. It's not a puppy. It's the greater dog.
Grey Dog is not excited enough to play with. Ow. Grey Dog is waiting for your command. Beckon. I call the Raider Dog. It bounds towards you, flecking slobber into your face. Grey Dog is seeking affection. Grey Dog curls up in your lap as it pet by you. Gets so comfortable it falls asleep. Then it wakes up. So excited. Grey Dog is patting the ground with its front paws. Play. I'll make a snowball and throw it for the dog to fetch. It splats on the ground. Grey Dog picks up all the snow in the area and brings it to you. Now Dog is very tired. Rests its head on you. And is dead. Grey Dog wants some DLC. As you pet the dog, it sinks its entire weight into you. Your movement's slow. But you still haven't pet enough. Entries have stopped for the giveaway. Back with a snack. Welcome back, Izzy. Yeah, that'll be rash then. Pet capacity is 40%. You pet decisively. Pet capacity reaches 100%. The dog flops over with its legs hanging in the air. Grey Dog is contented. I won! I guess we'll pick a winner. The bot will randomly pick a winner. Well, would you look at that? Yeah, the code should be good. Before I bother running another 3-minute giveaway, is there anyone else who is interested in owning a copy of Overlord Raising Hell, which is the expansion for the original Overlord, and Overlord 2? I have codes for both of them. If you don't already have them, you are welcome to enter in a raffle for them. If no one else wants them, then we can just give them to Rash if Akira is happy to do so. Must be bigger on the inside. Oh, spoopy. Gift trot from Fancy. And decorate. You remove a childhood photograph of Snowdrake and his parent. That's a little better. I remove the barbed wire made of pipe cleaners. I'm dead. I cannot give up just yet. Chris, stay determined. Use the determination. Oh, mám se robě. Fudge. Okay, no one else has spoken up, so I'm assuming that we are good to give Rash both of the other codes. No one has any objections to that idea. What's up? What's up? Are you lost? Leave me alone. I remove a stocking filled with chicken nuggets, because that's something you'd have on your head. Remove the striped cane that says, I use this tiny cane to walk on it. It's a door. I'm guessing I'm not coming through here yet. Right, okay. Rash, I'm just going to send you a message with all 3 codes in. Let me just get this done now, so I'm thinking about it. And make sure I've spelled that right. Yep. There we go, Ash. Message should be swinging its way over to you now. Yeah, I guess I'm not supposed to be there yet. Just a quick hello and welcome and thank you to everybody in the channel at the moment. Thank you for coming and swinging by the channel. Whether you're lurking, whether you're chatting, whether you've been here for 5 seconds or 5 hours, just thank you so much for coming and hanging out. Oh man. Swung so far, I hit my face. In your face. I see what you did there. I approve. Back in. Yes, thank you very much, Akira, for gifting those codes to the channel. Then it wakes up, so excited. Want some DLC? That dog butt. Human, this is your final and most dangerous challenge. Behold, the Gauntlet of Deadly Terror. Okay. It's a little dog dangling there. When I say the word, it will fully activate. Cannons will fire, spikes will swing, blades will slice. Each part will swing violently up and down. Only the tiniest chance of victory will remain. Are you ready? Because I am about to do it. Well, what's hold up? Hold up! What hold up? I'm about to activate it now. That doesn't look very activated.
Well, this challenge seems maybe too easy to defeat the human with. Yeah, we can't use this one. I'm a skeleton with standards. My puzzles are very fair, and my traps are expertly cooked. But this method is too direct. No class at all. Away it goes. Phew. What are you looking at? This was another decisive victory for Papyrus. Yeah. Heh. Heh. I kind of want to go back to that cave. I don't know what my brother's going to do now. If I were you, I'd make sure I understand blue attacks. Yeah, I am constantly kind of checking the Humble Bundles and stuff to see what I haven't used already. I've actually got a notepad file just full of codes and like gift links and that kind of thing that I use for the giveaways in the channel. Welcome to Snowdin Town. Use the box? Yes. The sight of such a friendly town fills you with determination. Save. Hey, Cowboy, how's it going? I have 236G. Care to chat? Say hello. Hi, welcome to Snowdin. Can't remember the last time I saw a fresh face around here. Where did you come from? The capital? You don't look like a tourist. You're here by yourself. What to do here? You wouldn't know what to do here in Snowdin? Roby's has food, and the library has information. If you're tired, you can take a nap at the inn. It's right next door. My sister runs it. And if you're bored, you can sit outside and watch those wacky skeletons do their thing. There's two of them, brothers, I think. They just showed up one day and asserted themselves. The town has gotten a lot more interesting since then. Oh, excuse me. Town history. Think back to your history class. A long time ago, monsters lived in the ruins back there in the forest. Long story short, we all decided to leave the ruins and head for the end of the caverns. Along the way, some fuzzy folk decided they liked the cold and set up camp in Snowdin. Oh, and don't think about trying to explore the ruins. The door's been locked for ages, so unless you're a ghost or can bury under the door, forget about it. Your life. Life is the same as usual. A little claustrophobic, but we all know deep down that freedom is coming, don't we? As long as we got that hope, we can grit our teeth and face the same struggles, day after day. That's life, ain't it? I can buy all the things. It has abs on it. It was 11 HP times 2. Holy crap, it's a Zodiac. How's it going? Been far too long. Buy a spade. Would make sense, wouldn't it? How's it going, Zodiac? Bye now. Come again sometime. Equip. The time zones have aligned. Yeah, pretty much. Mom says that sleeping can recover your health above the maximum HP. What's maximum HP? Welcome to Snowdin. Snowdin's premier hotel. One night is 80G.
Fudge that. Let me upstairs. Let me upstairs. Let me upstairs. Fudge. I'm doing good, thank you. Don't want to walk to the other side of town? Try the undersnow tunnels. They're efficiently laid out. In my pants. That lady over there. Something about her disturbs me. I think I figured it out. Nope, never mind. Isn't my little cinnamon just the cutest? Bun Buns are so adorable. She has adorable bun buns. Bun. Awful teens tormented a local monster by decorating its tree like horns, so we started giving that monster presents to make it feel better. Now it's a tradition to put presents underneath the decorated tree. But yeah, I'm doing good, thank you, Zodiac. How about yourself? How is life over there in Japan? Yo, you're a kid too, right? I can tell, because you're wearing a striped shirt. I wonder if that weird skeleton is an adult or a kid. I'm going to take all your presents. It's a carefully decorated tree. Some of the presents are addressed from Santa to various locals. This town doesn't have a mayor, but if there's ever a problem, a skeleton will tell a fish lady about it. That's politics. Sounds about right. No matter where I go, it's the same menu, the same people. Help! All new drinks and hot guys. Isn't human food different from monster food? It does things like spoil, and when you eat it, it passes all the way through your whole body. Disgusting. Let's try it sometime. The jukebox is broken. The capital is getting pretty crowded, so I've heard they're going to start moving here. I don't want to see the erasure of our local culture. But I definitely want to see some city slickers slip onto their butts. So much Christmas happening. It's alright, how's Motherland? Motherland is the motherland. Yeah, it's grey and cold and miserable. We just had Black Friday. That was fun to work. We're sentries, but we never get any respect. I wish those skeletons would throw us a bone. We love bones. You better watch where you sit down in here, kid, because that big guy will jump into your lap and give you lots of love and attention. I'm thinking of getting a spiked collar to show off my personality. Makes a statement like, "Touch at least to me and take me for a walk, please." What the hell? Brr. It's playing poker against itself. It appears to be losing. That's how I play poker. I put out a line for some girls today. Someone told me that there are plenty of fish in the sea. Well, I'm taking that seriously. I'm literally going to make out with a fish. Those dogs are part of the Royal Guard, the elite military group led by Undine. She's rude, loud, and beats up everybody who gets in her way. It's no wonder all the kids want to be like her when they grow up. Grobes said that he'd offer you a glass of water, but he doesn't touch the stuff. Oh, that was fun. It definitely looks like a fetish bar, doesn't it? Everyone's always laughing and cracking jokes, trying to forget our modern crises. Dreariness, crowding, lack of sunlight. I would join them, but I'm just not very funny. At least I'm not making puns. We all know the underground has problems, but we smile anyway. Why? We can't do anything, so I'd be morose about it. Wow. The library. That look in your eye. You're someone that has trouble doing crosswords, aren't you? Yes, it's definitely got kind of a Monkey Island feel to the humour on it. I love working on the newspaper. There's so little to report that we just fill it with comics and games. Cough cough. When I was younger, my teachers gave me word searches when they ran out of assignments. I thought they were a waste of time. But look at me now.
I'm the #1 word search creator in the entire underground. Love, hope, compassion. This is what people say monsters' souls are made of. But the absolute nature of soul is unknown. After all, humans have proven their souls don't need these things to exist. Wow. That took a turn. It's a school report about monster funerals. Monster funerals, technically speaking, are cool as heck. When monsters get old and kick the bucket, they turn into dust. At funerals, we take that dust and spread it on that person's favorite thing. Then their essence will live on in that thing. Am I at the page minimum yet? Kinda sick of writing this. Yeah, that took a turn very quickly. He's like, oh, that's nice. Holy crap, we're all evil. While monsters are mostly made of magic, human beings are mostly made of water. Humans, with their physical forms, are far stronger than us. But they will never know the joy of expressing themselves through magic. They'll never get a bullet pattern birthday card. Wow. Here I am, writing this book. A person comes in and picks up the book. They start reading it. Oh, sorry. I'm still writing that one. Because they are made of magic, monsters' bodies are attuned to their soul. If a monster doesn't want to fight, its defenses will weaken. And the crueler the intentions of our enemies, the more their attacks will hurt us. Therefore, if a being with a powerful soul struck with the desire to kill... let's end the chapter here. Monster History Part 4. Fearing the humans no longer, we moved out of our old city, home. We braved harsh cold, damp swampland, and searing heat, until we reached what we now call our capital, New Home. Again, our king is really bad at names. Welcome to the library. Yes, we know the sign is misspelled. This game's insane. Island of Dr. Brain. Don't think I ever played that one. It's not ringing a bell. Let's play Monsters and Humans. You aren't going to make me be the human again, are you? Ah, to be young again. The world sure felt boundless. Ah, what a beautiful knock. Maybe if I don't answer, I'll hear it again. Ah, my patience rewards me. Ah. Okay, Bono. Go on, Falcon Punch. Alright, he's throwing it into the river. As you do. I was fully expecting him to just punch the crap out of it. There be some water in that there river. Water going downstream. It's a mailbox overflowing with unread junk mail. This mailbox is labeled Papyrus. Look inside. Yes. It's empty. It's locked. It's locked from the inside. Curious and curiouser. Okay, it does just teleport you over there. That's fine. Yeah, exactly. You know, Falcon punches the giant ice cube and makes snow. Where is there not logic in that? The screen's gone away. I'm gonna die. Sans too lazy to pick up the mail. Oh, snap. Human, allow me to tell you about some complex feelings. Feelings like the joy of finding another pasta lover, admiration for another's puzzle solving skills, the desire to have a cool, smart person think you are cool. These feelings, they must be what you are feeling right now. I can hardly imagine what it must be like to feel that way. After all, I am very great. I don't ever wonder what having lots of friends is like. I pity you, lonely human. Worry not, you shall be lonely no longer. I, the great Papyrus, will be your... No, this is all wrong. I can't be your friend. You're a human. I must capture you. Then I can fulfill my lifelong dream. Powerful, popular, prestigious. That's Papyrus, the newest member of the Royal Guard. Papyrus blocks the way. Flirt. What? For flirting? So you finally reveal your ultimate feelings. Well, I'm a skeleton with very high standards. I can make spaghetti. Oh no, you're meeting all my standards. I guess this means I have to go on a date with you. Let's date later, after I capture you. Papyrus is thinking about what to wear for his date. Flirt again. Oh no! Let's date later. Papyrus thinking about what to cook. You flirt, but to no avail. Seems acting won't escalate this battle. Papyrus dabs some bone cologne behind his ear. How selfless! You want me to feel better about fighting you. I don't deserve such hospitality from you. Papyrus dabs marinara sauce behind his ear. Okay, so flirting's done. There's no need to lie to yourself. Your barbs hide a hidden affection, you emotional cactus. There's an insult if ever there was one. Papyrus stabs MTT brand anime powder behind his ear. Don't waste your words on me. Taps brand cute juice behind his ear. You insult, but to no avail. Okay, right, so we're done with that. Try flirting again, or should we bash him over the head? Yeah, okay, that's all done. You throw the stick, Papyrus brings it back in his mouth. Oh, I should have bought one of those. Papyrus realizes he doesn't have ears. You throw the stick, Papyrus brings it back in his mouth. Hey, attack to defense. Let's say, nyeh, nyeh. He's rattling his bones. Kinky beast. Stick again? No, okay. So we're not doing that anymore. Right, so acting's done. The battle mechanics are insane. Papyrus is cackling. Oops. Just wasted that. My bad. Papyrus is trying hard to play it cool. You insult, but to no avail. Yeah, so we're done with that. Acting doesn't do anything. So am I gonna have to hit him? So you won't fight. Then let's see if you can hand out my fabled blue attack. Oh yeah. I'm blue now. That's my attack. Yeah. I'm blue now. I wonder what I should do. Oops. Papyrus whispers. Try holding the up button to jump.
What? I'm not thinking about that date thing. Price is rattling his bones. Yeah, don't let me use my special attack. Holy fudge. Nope. Dead. I can almost taste my future popularity. Whoa! Smells like bones. I'm blue, da ba dee da ba die, or da ba dee da ba die. And repeat. Papyrus, head of the Royal Guard. Oh, too early. Papyrus, unparalleled spagator. I'm gonna die. Oh, you're too weak. I was easily able to capture you. I will now send you to the capture zone. Or, as Sans calls it, our garage. You're in the doghouse now. Unfortunately, it's just dry food. It's a note from Papyrus. Sorry, I have to lock you in the guest room until Undyne arrives. Feel free to make yourself at home. Refreshments and accommodations have been provided. Nearly yours, Papyrus. It's a squeaky chew toy. It's too small to sleep on. Adios. It's locked. Library. And repete. I'm just gonna walk this way. I'm gonna see what happens. Oh, we have stopped again. Hoi noi! Oh, look at that human I've got. Wait, it's right in front of me. Hello, I was worried that you had gone lost. Sure is a relief to know you're right here. Wait a second. You're not supposed to escape? Get back there. Alright, Akira, take care, buddy. Thank you for giving away the games earlier. Very much appreciated. Thank you for swinging by. Thank you for the support, as always. I will maybe catch you tomorrow. Same time tomorrow, Thursday. Alright, Axis, take care as well. Thank you again, as well, for swinging by. Pleasure seeing you back on the channel again. Hope that the life calms down a little bit and you get a bit more playtime. Alright, is it actually possible to, like, survive this interaction? Undyne will be really proud of me. The king will trim a hedge in the shape of my smile. My brother will... well, he won't change very much. I'll have lots of admirers, but... will anyone like me as sincerely as you? No. You guy's got a Flappy Bird on us. Someone like you is really rare. Oh no.
And dating might be kind of hard.
Oh no.
After you're captured and sent away.
Ow.
Ugh, who cares? Give up.
Never.
Give up or face my special attack. Yeah, very soon I will use my special attack. Not too long and I will use that special attack. This is your last chance. Oops. Behold, my special attack. What the heck? That's my special attack? Hey, you stupid dog. Do you hear me? Stop munching on that bone. Hey, what are you doing? Come back here with my special attack. Oh well. I'll just use a really cool regular attack. Here's an absolute normal attack. Okay, so just keep going. Cool, dude. That was pretty cool. Wow. It's clear you can't defeat me. Yeah, I can see you shaking in your boots. Therefore, I, the great Papyrus, elect to grant you pity. I'll spare you, human. Now's your chance to accept my mercy. Nice. Yo-ho-ho. I can't even stop someone as weak as you. Undyne's gonna be disappointed with me. I'll never join the Royal Guard, and my friend Quantier remains stagnant. What should you say? Let's be friends. Really? You want to be friends with me? Well then, I guess I can make an allowance for you. Wowie, we haven't even had our first date, and I've already managed to hit the friend zone. Who know I needed to make pals was to give people awful puzzles and then fight them. You taught me a lot, human. I hereby grant you permission to pass through, and I'll give you directions to the surface. Continue forward until you reach the end of the cavern. Then, when you reach the capital, cross the barrier. That's the magical seal trapping us all underground. Anything can enter through it, but nothing can exit. Except someone with a powerful soul. Like you! That's why the king wants to acquire a human. He wants to open the barrier with soul power. Soul power. Then his monsters can return to the surface. Oh, I almost forgot to tell you. To reach the exit, you'll have to pass through the king's castle. The king of all monsters. He is. Well, he's a big fuzzy pushover. Everyone loves that guy. I'm certain if you just say, "Excuse me, Mr. Dreamer, can I please go home?" he'll guide you right to the barrier himself. Anyway, that's enough talking. I'll be at home being a cool friend. Feel free to come by and have that date. Well, that was fun. I'm really liking this game. It's very cleverly done. Wow, you're so eager to date me. You're trying to go into my house without me. That's really weird. So you came back to have a date with me. You must be really serious about this. I'll have to take you someplace really special. A place I like to spend a lot of time. My bed. my house.
This is my brother's pet rock. He always forgets to feed it. As usual, I have to take responsibility. The rock is covered in sprinkles. That's the trash can. Feel free to visit it anytime. Aha! Interested in my food museum? Please peruse my culinary art show. Half of the fridge is filled with containers, all labelled spaghetti. The other half contains nothing but an empty bag of chips. Impressed? I increased the height of my sink. Now I can fit more bones under it. Take a look-see. What? Catch that meddling canine. Curses. Sans! Stop plaguing my life with incidental music. Forget it. My brother always goes out to eat, but recently he tried baking something. It was like a quiche, but filled with sugary non-egg substance. How absurd. It's a dirty sock with a series of notes on it. Sans, please pick up your sock. Okay. Don't put it back down, move it. Okay. You moved it 2 inches, move it to your room. Okay. Don't bring it back. Okay. It's still here. Can you just say not to bring it back to my room? God. Oh, that made me chuckle more than it should have. Wow. Oh, it's my favourite game show. It says stay tuned for a new program. What? It's usually better than this. This is just a bad episode. Don't judge me. Oh God. You touch the couch. Makes a jangling sound. You find a bunch of loose coins inside the couch. I got 20G. It's a joke book. Take a look inside. Yes. Inside the joke book was a quantum physics book. You look inside. Inside the quantum physics book was another joke book. You look inside. There's another quantum physics book. You decide to stop. A classic image. It always reminds me of what's important in life. Oh, I'm gonna have to highlight. We're gonna go for 3 hours. Just made a note for the highlight. Just put time 3 hours. Title Dirty Sock. That's my room. If you finish looking around, we could go in and do whatever people do when they date. Oh yeah. The door is locked. Hey, those are all the attacks I used on you. Great memories, huh? Seems like it was only yesterday. Even though it basically just happened. The internet. I'm quite popular there. I'm just a dozen away from a double-digit follower count. What? Of course, fame has a steep price. A jealous troll has besieged my online persona, always sending me bad puns in a goofy font. Yeah, race car bed. That book's one of my favourites. Advanced puzzle construction for critical minds. That next book's another one of my favourites. Peekaboo with Fluffy Bunny. The ending always gets me. Holy crap, this game. Isn't that flag neato? Undyne found it at the bay. I think it's from the human world. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why would a human flag have a cool skeleton on it? Well, I have a theory. I think humans must have descended from skeletons. Ah, yes, action figures. A great reference for theoretical battle scenarios. How do I have so many? Well, let's just say they're from a chubby, smiling man who loves to surprise people. Yeah, that's right. Santa! There are no skeletons inside my closet, except me sometimes. Look in the closet. Clothes are hung up neatly inside. That's my bed. If I ever get to the surface, I'd like to drive down a long highway. Wind in my hair, sun on my skin. Of course, that's just a dream. So instead I cruise while I snooze. So, if you've seen everything, do you want to start the date? Yes. Okay, dating start. Dating start. Here we are, on our date. I've actually never done this before. But don't worry, you can't spell prepared without several letters from my name. I snagged an official dating rulebook from the library. We're ready to have a great time. Let's see. Step 1. Press the C key on your keyboard for dating HUD. 2. Wowie, I feel so informed. I think we're ready for step 2. Step 2. Ask them on a date. Ahem. Human. I, the Great Papyrus, will go on a date with you. Yes. Really? Wowie. I guess that means it's time for part 3. Step 3. Put on nice clothes to show you care. Wait a second. Wear clothing? That bandana around your head. You're wearing clothing right now. Not only that, earlier today, you were also wearing clothing. No, could it be? You've wanted to date me from the very beginning. No. You planned it all. You're way better at dating than I am. No, your dating power. It's over 9,000. Sorry. Don't think you've bested me yet. I, the Great Papyrus, have never been beaten at dating, and I never will. I can easily keep up with you. You see, I too can wear clothing. In fact, I always wear my special clothes underneath my regular clothes, just in case somebody happens to ask me on a date. Behold. Yeah, what do you think of my secret style? I love it. No, a genuine compliment. This is insane. However, you don't truly understand the hidden power of this outfit. Therefore, what you just said is invalid. The state won't escalate any further unless you find my secret. But that won't happen. My hat. My hat. My hat. Well then, you found my secret. I suppose I have no choice. It's a present. A present just for you. Open it. Do you know what this is? Of course. Spaghetti. That's what you're thinking, isn't it? Right? But oh so wrong. This ain't any old plain pasta. This is an artisan's work. Silken spaghetti, finely aged in an oaken cask, and cooked by me, Master Chef Papyrus. Human, it's time to end this. There's no way this can go any further. Eat it. I take a small bite. Your face reflexively scrunches up. The taste is indescribable. What a passionate expression. You must really love my cooking. And by extension, me. Maybe even more than I do. Oh. Hey, Crystal, how's it going? Human, it's clear now. You're madly in love with me. Everything you do, everything you say, it's all been for my sake. Human, I want you to be happy too. It's time for me to express my feelings. It's time that I told you. I, Papyrus. Boy, is it hot in here? Or is it just me? Oh, shoot. Human, I'm sorry. I don't like you the way you like me. Romantically, I mean, I tried very hard to. I thought that because you flirted with me, that I was supposed to go on a date with you. Then, on the date, feelings would blossom forth. I'd be able to match your passion for me. But alas, I, the Great Papyrus, have failed. I feel just the same as before, and instead, by dating you, I have only drawn you deeper into your intense love for me. A dark prison of passion with no escape. How could I have done this to my dear friend? No, wait, what's wrong? I can't fail at anything. Human, I'll help you through these trying times. I'll keep being your cool friend.
and act like this all never happened. After all, you are very great. It'd be tragic to lose your friendship. So please, don't cry because I won't kiss you. Because I don't even have lips. Hey, someday you'll find someone as great as me. Well, no, that's not true. But I'll help you settle for second best. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh, and if you ever need to reach me, here's my phone number. You can call me anytime. Platonically. Well, gotta go. Yeah. Jesus Christ. This game is killing me. I'm good on the tail end of a break. How's work going today? Thank you for swinging by on your break. It means a lot. Just the sock and the date. I need to highlight that whole date sequence as well, because that was just friggin' insane. Let's go for like 3:10. So I've got 3 highlights from tonight's cast. There was one at like half an hour in when I ruined the frog for everybody. There was one, like there's the dirty sock, and then there was the date scene. Back to your lurk hole. I appreciate the lurk. It means a lot. I hope the rest of your shift is alright. And yeah, I'll hopefully talk to you again sometime very soon. Yo, are you sneaking out to see her too? Awesome. She's the coolest, right? I want to be just like her when I grow up. Hey, don't tell my parents I'm here. This is an echo flower. It repeats the last thing it heard, over and over. This is an echo flower. It repeats the last thing it heard. Nice. The sound of rushing water fills you with determination. What? Have you seen a guy with 2 jobs before? Fortunately, 2 jobs means twice as many legally required breaks. I'm kinda grubbies. Wanna come? Yeah. Well, if you insist, I'll pry myself away from my work. Over here. I know a shortcut. Far shortcut, huh? Hey, everyone. Hey, Sans. Hi, Sans. Greetings, Sans. Hi, Shanji. Hi, Sans. Weren't you just here for breakfast a few minutes ago? Nah, I haven't had breakfast in at least half an hour. Must be thinking of brunch. Here, get comfy. Whoops, watch where you sit down. Sometimes weirdos put whoopee cushions on the seats. Anyway, let's order. What do you want? Burger. Hey, that sounds pretty good. Groby, we'll have a double order of burg. So, what do you think? Of my brother? He's cool. Of course he's cool. He'd be cool too if you wore that outfit every day. He wouldn't even take that thing off if he absolutely had to. Oh well, at least he washes it. And by that I mean he wears it in the shower. Here comes the grub. Want some ketchup? Yeah. Bon appetit. I tip the ketchup. The cap falls off and all the ketchup in the bottle pours onto your food. Whoops. Forget about it. You can have mine. I'm not hungry anyway. Anyway, cool or not, you have to agree, Papyrus tries real hard. Like how he keeps trying to be part of the Royal Guard. One day, he went to the house of the head of the Royal Guard and begged her to let him be in it. Of course, she shut the door on him because it was midnight. But the next day, she woke up and saw him still waiting there. Seeing his dedication, she decided to give him warrior training. It's still a work in progress. Oh yeah, I wanted to ask you something. Have you ever heard of a talking flower? Yes. So you know all about it. The echo flower. They're all over the marsh. Say something to them, and they'll repeat it over and over. What about it? Well, Papyrus told me something interesting the other day. Sometimes, when no one else is around, a flower appears and whispers things to him. Flattery, advice, encouragement.
predictions. Weird, huh? Someone must be using an echo flower to play a trick on him. Keep an eye out, okay? Thanks. Can I eat that burger now? Whoop! That was a long break. Can't believe I let you pull me away from work for that long. Oh, by the way, I'm flat broke. Can you fill the bill? It's just 10,000 G. Just kidding. Groovy, put it on my tab. By the way, I was going to say something, but I forgot. Jinx! Thank you for the host. How's it going tonight? I've been terrible. I need to drop all of the caster links in because I've failed horribly. There's one for IC. One for Crystal. And of course, one for Madam Jinx. Go and follow all of the awesome people. You won't regret it. They're all awesome. Yes, just a quick, again, hello and thank you to everyone for being here tonight. Whether you're lurking, chatting, getting involved, whatever you're doing, just thank you for having the channel open, spending the time to click on my channel, out of everything you've got on Twitch these days, and hanging out. It's very much appreciated. If you haven't already, if you click that follow button, it would be absolutely amazing, if you're enjoying what you're seeing. Destruction Duck. That was well timed. Thank you very much for that follow. All that gives my life validation is explaining the echo flower. No one can know. The sound of rushing water fills you with determination. This is a box. Use the box. Yes. Actually, yeah. Let's put the bandage in there. I swore I saw something behind that rushing water. There's a tutu lying on the ground here. Will you take it? Yes, I got the old tutu. Oh, tutu, armor 10. Finally, a protective piece of armor. Hey, Destruction Duck. Thank you for hitting that follow button. Let's say it's very much appreciated. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I am absolutely loving the game. Like, the last half an hour of the game has been absolutely amazing for me. Just the humor's kind of skyrocketed. Hi, Undyne. I'm here with my daily report. Regarding that human I called you about earlier. Huh? Did I fight them? Yes, of course I did. I fought them valiantly. What? Did I capture them? Well, no. I tried very hard, Undyne. But in the end, I failed. What? You're gonna take the human soul yourself? But Undyne, you don't have to destroy them. You see? I understand. I'll help you in any way I can.
Yo, did you see the way she was staring at you? That was awesome! I'm so jealous. What did you do to get her attention? Come on, let's go watch her beat up some bad guys. A feeling of dread hangs over you, but you stay determined. When 4 bridge seeds are lying in water, they will sprout. Kinda like that. Aaron flexes in. Flex back. Aaron flexes twice as hard. Attack increases for you two. Flexing contest? Okay, flex more. Oof. Aaron is ready for your next flex. I flex harder. Aaron flexes thrice as hard. Nice, I won't lose though. Aaron flexes very hard. He flexes himself out of the room. Nice. If an error is made, the Bell Blossom can call bridge seeds back to where they started. Okay. I want to read the sign, so I know it's going to be a waste, but we're going to do this down there anyway. But yeah, for anybody who's interested, we are going to be playing this. I stream Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday. So I will be playing this tomorrow and Thursday as well. Congratulations, you failed the puzzle. God damn it, game. Ring! Hello, this is Papyrus. How did I get this number? It was easy. I just dialed every number sequentially until I got yours. So, what are you wearing? I'm asking for a friend. She thought she saw you wearing a dusty tutu. Is that true? Are you wearing a dusty tutu? Yes. So you are wearing a dusty tutu. Got it. Wink wink. Have a nice day. A long time ago, in a galaxy far... No, wait, wrong thing. A long time ago, monsters would whisper their wishes to the stars in the sky. If you hoped with all your heart, your wish would come true. Now, all we have are these sparkling stones on the ceiling. Thousands of people wishing together can't be wrong. The king will prove that. Washua shuffles up. You reach out. Washua recoils from your touch. Yuck. Washua is looking for some good clean fun. Clean! It hops runs excitedly. Green means clean. Washua is friends with a little bird. You won! Come on, sis, make a wish. I wish my sister and I will see the real stars someday. Look through the telescope? Yes. Check wall. Ah, seems my horoscope is the same as last week's. Ancient writing covers the walls. You can just make out the words. The war of humans and monsters. Why did the humans attack? Indeed, it seemed that they had nothing to fear. Humans are unbelievably strong. It would take the soul of nearly every monster just to equal the power of a single human soul. But humans have one weakness. Ironically, it is the strength of their soul. Its power allows it to persist outside the human body, even after death. If a monster defeats a human, they can take its soul. A monster with a human soul? A horrible beast with unfathomable power. It's an illustration of a strange creature. There's something very unsettling about this drawing. Wait, come back. Come back. No, I've failed. I didn't go down the ramp. Wow. Yeah, Undyne's not messing about. Shrunk. Oh, damn! That escalated. Yo, did you see that? Undyne just touched me. I'm never watching my face ever again. Man, you're unlucky. You're standing just a little bit to the left. Yo, don't worry. I'm sure we'll see her again. Alright, Zodiac, no worries. I'll be here tomorrow. I'll be playing more of the same. The whole thing's going to go up on YouTube as well. So, I've got a couple of Bloodborne videos from last week I need to get uploaded first. But I'm going to try and do those kind of overnight. And then I'll get this uploaded into a new playlist for Undertale as quickly as I can. So if you do want to go back and watch it when you actually get a chance, then the whole kind of playthrough will be available. But yeah, thank you for hanging out. Thank you for swinging by. It's been a pleasure seeing you again. And hopefully, as you say, I will catch you tomorrow. Squeak. This cheese has been here so long, a magical crystal has grown around it. It's stuck to the table. Knowing the mouse might one day extract the cheese from the mystical crystal, it fills you with determination. I'm thinking about getting into the telescope business. It's normally 50,000 G to use this premium telescope, but since I know you, you can use it for free. How's about it? Yes. Gee, thanks. Huh? You're unsatisfied? Don't worry, I'll give you a refund. What's a star? Can you touch it? Can you eat it? Can you kill it? Are you a star? Wow. I have a red eye. My character has a red eye.
Son of a bitch. It's a box for storing punch cards. It's empty right now. Ancient glyphs have been painted over with a list of 21 different flavors. I relocated my store, but there are still no customers. Fortunately, I've thought of a solution. Punch cards! Every time you buy an ice cream, you can take a punch card from the box. If you have 3 cards, you can trade them for a free ice cream. They're sure to get the customers to come back. Ice cream is the frozen treat that warms your heart. Now just 25G. Super, here you go. Your card's in the box. The box contains 1 card. Take a card. I got a punch card. I'm carrying too much. Stick. Weapon 0. I abandoned the stick. Hey, I have 3 punch cards. How about redeeming them? It's free. Cool. I just wanted to do that. Wow, wow. You hear a passing conversation. So, do you have any wishes to make? Just one, but it's kind of stupid. Ring! Hello, this is Papyrus. Remember when I asked you about clothes? Well, a friend who wanted to know. Her opinion of you is very murdery. But I bet you knew that already. And because you knew that, I told her what you told me you were wearing. A dusty doo-doo. Because I knew, of course, after such a suspicious question, you would obviously change your clothes. You're such a smart cookie. This way you're safe, and I didn't lie. No betrayal anywhere. Being friends with everyone is easy. Look. I walk into mold smell. I can flee them already? Nice. I won! It's a pair of ballet shoes. I got the ballet shoes. Weapon attack 7. These shoes make you feel incredibly dangerous. I equipped ballet shoes. Clean. Wonders if tears are sanitary. You hear a passing conversation. Don't say that. Come on, I promise I won't laugh. The power to take their souls. This is the power that the humans feared. You flex. Aaron flexes twice as hard. Ugh. He flexes out of the room.
Hi. Glub glub glub. Oh, damn. Hey there. Noticed you were here. I'm Onion San. Onion San, you here? You're visiting Waterfall, huh? It's great here, huh? You love it, huh? Yeah, me too. It's my big favorite. Please leave me alone. Even though the water's getting so shallow here, I have to sit down all the time. But, hey, that's okay. It beats moving to the city and living in a crowded aquarium, like all my friends did. And the aquarium's full anyway, so even if I wanted to, that's okay though. You hear? Undyne's gonna fix everything. You hear? I'm gonna get out of here and live in the ocean. You hear? Hey, there. That's the end of this room. I'll see you around. Have a good time. In Waterfall. Sharon hides in the corner but somehow encounters you anyway. Conduct. You wave your arms wildly. You are now vulnerable to electric attacks. Hum hum. Taps a little beat with her fins. You hum a jazz ballad. Sharon follows your melody. Seems much more comfortable singing along. You won! Earn some stuff. The northern room hides a great treasure. There's a piano here. Play it. Haunting song echoes down the corridor. Won't you play along? Only the first 8 are fine. Only the first 8 are fine. Okay. See if we can find anything else about it. This power has no counter. Indeed, a human cannot take a monster's soul. When a monster dies, its soul disappears. An incredible power would be needed to take the soul of a living monster. There is only one exception. The soul of a special species of monster called a boss monster. A boss monster is a soul is strong enough to persist after death, if only for a few moments. A human could absorb this soul, but this has never happened. Now it never will.
It's a statue. The structures at its feet seem dry. Please take one. Take an umbrella? Yes, I took an umbrella. No, don't return the umbrella. Put the umbrella on the statue. Yes. There we go. It's a legendary artifact. Will you take it? Yes. While carrying too many dogs. You're super spiffy. You're carrying too many dogs. What? Annoying dog. A little white dog. It's fast asleep. You put the dog on the ground. Oh, God damn it. The dog absorbs the artifact. Son of a biscuit. Should have seen that one coming, shouldn't I? Yo, you can't hold an umbrella either. If you're walking anyway, I guess I'll go with you. Let's go! Man, Undyne is so cool. She beats up bad guys and never loses. If I was a human, I'd wear the bed every night, knowing she was going to beat me up. So, one time, we had a school project where we had to take care of a flower. The king, we had to call him Mr. Dreamer, volunteered to donate his own flowers. He ended up coming to school and teaching the class about responsibility and stuff. That got me thinking, oh, how cool would it be if Undyne came to school? She could beat up all the teachers. Maybe she wouldn't beat up the teachers. She's too cool to ever hurt an innocent person. Take an umbrella? Yes. I took an umbrella. Yo, this ledge is way too steep. You want to see Undyne, right? Put up your umbrella and climb on my shoulders. I'm gonna climb whenever. Yo, you go on ahead. Don't worry about me. I'll always find a way to get through. On your face. The humans, afraid of our power, declared war on us. They attacked suddenly and without mercy. In the end, it could hardly be called a war. United, the humans were too powerful, and as monsters, too weak. Not a single soul was taken, and countless monsters were turned to dust. The serene sound of a distant music box. It fills you with determination. Alright guys, I think we're going to wrap it up for the night. I feel like we're coming up to a big bit with, you know, encountering Big Bad. As for tutorial, nobody picked up. There's no response from fucking people. Why does nobody want to talk to me anymore? They all hate me. So I'm assuming if I go through and kill people, then I actually level up and get more XP and stuff. Because I don't think I've gained any XP in the entire game, but it's because I'm just, like, saving people. Dog residue. Dirty dishes left unwashed by a dog. Nice. But yeah, so we're going to wrap it up for the night. I am thoroughly enjoying this. Like, the humour in the house was absolutely awesome. Like I say, I've got 3 highlights from tonight's stream. Which is 3 more highlights than we've had in the last, like, couple of weeks altogether. Other than that, let's see who's available for a raid, I guess. Let's have a look. Well, the follow screen is actually loading up this time, so that's always a good start. Okay, let's go. We're gonna go this way. I think. Yeah, we're gonna go this way. Okay. This is great. No worries at all, Rash. As I say, you know, I thanked Kira earlier for actually hosting it and kind of giving us the games to give away. It was very kind of him. But yeah, thank you everyone for hanging out. Thank you for being awesome. Thank you to any of the Patreon subscribers that were in the channel. Obviously, that all kind of comes through today, or you know, in the next kind of 48 hours. The money and stuff will come out of various accounts and that kind of thing. So thank you again so much for the support on that front. Any patrons that are in the channel, an email went out earlier with the newsletter, so keep an eye out for that in your standard email accounts. Check out the details in there. As always, it's kind of a link only one, so enjoy that one. Other than that, we'll be back tomorrow night 9 PM with more Undertale. We'll pick up right where we left off. As I say, the videos for this are going to go up on YouTube. I've got 3 Bloodborne streams that I need to upload first, so I'll get those uploaded over the next kind of 48 hours, and then hopefully we'll have Undertale ready to go over the weekend, and I'll upload them as and when I can. I'm really enjoying it. I'm glad we're playing it. I'm glad it got gifted to me. I'm very appreciative that it got gifted to me. But yeah, let's go and do a raid. We are going to go and raid Senor Tabash because he's awesome. So you guys all know the drill by now. If you don't, the raid from here is a beanie hat raid because of the beanie hat. Load up Tabash's channel. Don't type anything in just yet. I'll give it kind of 30 seconds to a minute, let you guys load up the channel, let the video roll, get all the pre-roll ads and that kind of thing out of the way. When you see me drop in beanie hat as a symbol, you guys type in beanie hat raid. Everyone who comes along gets 250 beanie bucks just for participating. come and find another awesome streamer. I've known Tobash for a little while now on Twitch, and he always impresses me and amuses me, and is an awesome guy to watch and interact with. So get over in the channel, or wait on the raid call. As soon as you see it, drop Beanie Hat raid. Thank you to all the new people in the channel tonight. I've seen loads of new names. If you have enjoyed what you've seen and you haven't already, please hit that purple follow button. It would be absolutely awesome. Or blue follow button, depending whether you're using Better Twitch TV or not. Whatever button that says follow, just if you click that one, that would mean the world to me. Check out the social media pages as well. We have a Facebook, a Twitter, a YouTube, a Steam group. All worth checking out, all worth following or subscribing to, whatever you want to do with them. And yeah, like I say, I'll be back 9 PM tomorrow night with more Undertale. I'll see you over in Tobash's channel in around about a minute. Let's get this raid on. Let's go and show some Beanie love. I'll see you all tomorrow night. Thank you so much for the support. Love you all, lads. Take care. I'll catch you tomorrow.